Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. I've been working on Budget Mech Rogue now. If you remember, I tried to build budget decks before the nerfs in May, and Rogue was one of the classes that I could not build a budget deck for. Cards like Preparation, Wagglepick, Edwin, Myras, Leroy. Rogue has access to so many great epic and legendary cards that when you cut them all out, it just didn't come together. But now, the meta is different, and we have Snip Snap, so I figured it's time to give Rogue another try. And this one is not quite there yet. I actually had exactly 50% win rate playing with this on rank 2 and 3, so it's not like it's a bad deck, but it just is still missing a little bit of something. This one is now going mostly in with mechs, so I'm trying to use stuff like Necrim Blade, which can trigger some death rattles, so Necrim Blade, Blight Nozzle Crawler gives me some hard removal. Then of course there are Saps, which is pretty much equal to Silence, so I can get rid of some big magnetized stuff. And I can magnetize stuff of my own, so if I for example have a Blight Nozzle Crawler and I can magnetize something on it, like Replicating Menace or Snip Snap, then I can trigger maybe that death rattle or all of the death rattles on that minion and get some useful stuff going. The deck uses the regular Rogue tempo tools. There's Backstab, there's SI7 Agent, there's Evil Miscreant. I don't think you can really build a deck without Evil Miscreant now, can you? At least it seems really hard to do that, because those lackeys are just so good. But other than that, it is mostly mechs, and you put in mechs on the board, you magnetize some mechs, you put in mechs and bomb mechs, and you magnetize some mechs and you magnetize some mechs. And I even added a couple of taunt mechs with the Bronze Gatekeepers, because I had really good experiences with Bronze Gatekeepers in other mech budget decks. But there are still a few questions about this build. Like, this is still missing stuff like Hench Clan Tug, which is a pretty good card. I would really like to have that. Then would there be room for Life Drinkers maybe? I'm not sure. Something like Hench Clan Burglar hasn't really been performing as well as I hoped it would, so maybe it doesn't really have a place here. Evil Cable Rat is in the deck mostly in order to give me that lackey so that I can have more combo activators, because when I don't have stuff like Prep, and I don't really have the minions that I would like to have Shadow Step for, so I don't have those cheap things, then it's a bit more difficult for me to activate the combos of Miscreant and SI7 Agent. Should SI7 Agent be in the deck? I think it probably should. That 2 damage has often just prevented stuff like Mech Hunters from snowballing. But yeah, lots of questions about this still. Overall, I can see 2 ways that you can try to build a budget rogue deck right now in the post-buffs meta. You can try to build it around the mechs, or you could try to go for some kind of pirates and tempo through those. Maybe even with Raiding Party and stuff like Hench Clan Tugs, but it just seems to me that if you go for that traditional pure tempo style, then you end up with a deck that is inferior to a deck that runs Myras and Leroy, so you might not just get there. There's also the possibility of making a Pirate Mech hybrid. Actually, I made a rotation-proof Pirate Mech hybrid deck, full cost deck, back right before Rise of Shadows was released, so that one was running Hook, Tusk and Raiding Party, and the Necrim Blade Blight Nozzle Crawler combo. Might be interesting to try that one out at some point actually, because it looks like it might be better in the current meta than it was before the nerfs. But a key thing about that is that you can't build a Pirate Mech hybrid without Hook Tusk and without Nightmare Amalgam. I think those are crucial pieces of that archetype. So it's not really available on a budget. So I think the mech plan is the best plan I can come up with on a budget. There's still just a bunch of things that I need to try out to see if it can really be viable. I mean, this is already better than any of the budget rogue decks that I was able to build before the nerfs, because none of them were able to hit 50% win rate. But this is at the stage where it needs a little bit of something to push from that 50% to closer to that 60%, and then it's a viable climbing deck. I'm not sure if it can be done, but I'm hopeful. This looks pretty promising. So you can expect some more rogue videos in the coming days as I try to solve this puzzle. If you enjoyed this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now let's go take a look at this version of Budget Mech Rogue in action. I'm on the coin. Possibly I need to react to something the hunter is doing. Oh no, double Eviscerate and Walk here draw. That's a miserable draw. Okay, this is not my favorite draw at all. Does he have the Galvanizer? Nope, but he does have other good stuff. I think I have to coin the SI7 agent out there. Because with 3 mana, he might not have anything to magnetize on that to kill the SI7 agent. And if he has like Spider Bomb or Venomizer, I can just eviscerate that one away. So I will be able to deal with that. I will just eviscerate that. I can play my Mekaru. Okay. So dealt with a Venomizer. That's a good start. Then what? Harvest Golem. Tricky. I'm probably going with the Blight Nozzle here. That one goes face. Hi, Sushi Maker. What's this deck? Well, I just built this like 5 minutes ago. We'll see what it is. Who knows? I don't know yet. Perhaps somebody knows. I'm going to sap that now. Yeah, I think I'm sapping it. Sap that. Snip snap on the Mekaru. Go face. Let's see where this one's going to end up. We got rid of a Replicating Menace. Obviously that's not a Celiax, so I do open myself up for some potential problems with some other things that he might be able to do. But I suppose I'm just hitting a lot of face here. That's what everything looks like to me. I can push another 10 this turn. Then it's Celiax or bust. Maybe. We'll see. If he has Celiax, then obviously Celiax can help. But let's see. That's the big question. Is there a Celiax? Celiax is always the card that wins games. Oh, that's not a Celiax. Well, then what? Bomb toss. Intriguing. So I have 3, 8. I have 12 damage here. Going with that. And then next turn he also needs a Celiax. Okay, do you have the Celiax now? You didn't have the Celiax last turn, so you do have it now. If you don't have it, I just kill you with the SI7. So, show me the Celiax.
Unity, precision.
Tough luck, he had Celiax. So he wins, I guess. Celiax is always the card that I lose to when I play these budget decks. Anything else but Celiax is okay. But Celiax wins. So that's harsh. I don't think I have any outs left. Probably not. Well, that's the way it goes. If they draw Celiax in one of the top cards, they win. If they don't draw it, I win. Surprisingly often they draw the Celiax. It's just tough luck. Not much to say about it. Any combos that need activating? Well, that's potentially Miscreant.
Hey, lights out.
So I need to push. And that's it. You can only Rat for more lackeys. Yeah, I could, but it's not very impressive. Okay. Well, it was Celiax or bust. I asked him, do you feel that you win a 30% roll? He said, yeah, I do feel like I win a 30% roll. I mean, it's kind of a value card. It could potentially give me something. We'll see. Why is this your last budget deck? No, I haven't played the Shaman yet. Shaman should perform better than this one. Hopefully. This is just something that I put together today. Just an idea. I want some lackeys. Lackeys are useful. Okay. I can Necron Blade that one down. That's okay. It's unlikely even for Warrior to run weapon removal, even though it's possible. But the problem is that they can get rid of the Replicating Menace really easily. We'll see. Can't really use the Death Rattle just to proc Replicating Menace. I kind of would like to have Light Nozzle Crawler in this matchup. Ideally is if I can play Crawler and Magnetize on it, and then trigger 2 Death Rattles. That's for harsh. I mean, I can kill that, but still it's harsh. I mean, I think I'm going to kill it with these now. Then we'll see what other answers he has. Oh, that's a really good one. That's unfortunate. I mean, I could backstab Miscreant Lackey. Probably something I would try. Backstab Miscreant. If I can get the Witchy Lackey from this, and I can, so then I can do Goblin Lackey first. And with Goblin Lackey this can trade that away, and then I can turn it into a 4-drop afterwards. Okay, like this. But I'm not beating him by any means. I'm just able to answer what he brings. I'm not really getting any pressure going. So this is so far still not useful. And he's even got a ton of Dynamic value. Even though I'm kind of a mech deck. He has War Hero Brawl. That's so good. I mean, he kept that card. I mean, Warpath or Brawl. Those are just incredibly strong here. That's tough. I know I must choose. I'll probably take the double trade. And I'll play a War Gear out there. And I'll play a Kobold Lackey to his face to take away all the remaining armor. But it's still shield, block shield slam kills the War Gear anyway. Another Militia Commander kills the War Gear. Whereas if I had my mechs out, it would have been completely different. Okay, well I don't care about the range caliber. Okay, so this is actually quite okay. Does he have silence in that deck? I guess we're about to find out in the near future. It's time to magnetize the Replicating Menace. It's time to magnetize the Gatekeeper. It's time to take a hit into that one. I mean, Brawl of course also helps, but now he doesn't have any of the cards that he kept left. So maybe there is no Brawl. Because now there's nothing that has been kept remaining. I had a read that the first card would have been Brawl or... either Brawl or then something, but it wasn't. He's at 19, 10, 11, 12, 17. I have 18 damage. Do I have any better ideas? He just drew a mech, so... a rush minion, I mean. So if that could be Ziliax. I think this is the correct line. This is 2 off. I'll sap that one. So that I can also play the Mecha rule. And I'm pushing everything to the face. So... does he have silence? Big Game Hunter? Ziliax, even Ziliax might not be enough here. Depends on the bombs. I took away the 7/7 so that he cannot attack with the 7/7. So that he doesn't have as easy of a kill. Okay, so bombs. Please hit my face, bombs. Bombs did not go to my face, but... that was still enough. Cool. We take that one. So I'm having a hard time finding that here. I've already went through the pogo phase, and no, you can't do a pogo. Pogo is just way too weak on a budget. Already been there. Long time ago. No, come on. I mulliganed everything for sap. I have to kill this, but I can backstab that, or I can coin a Necrune Blade. If I coin Necrune Blade, then I have like backstab. I need to coin a Necrune Blade. But I probably need to remove something really big here, because I couldn't find a sap. I mean, I hard mulliganed for sap in this matchup, but I couldn't get it. I need to use the Necrune Blade just as a regular weapon now, in order to deal with his various... In this case, with that draw, I guess we're waiting a turn. I need to get much out of that Blightnoser Crawler. The problem is that if he finds Kangors, that probably wins the game.
Access denied.
Because this coming back is such a big deal.
Reporting for duty.
Here we go.
So Kangors probably wins the game for him. But maybe he can't find the Kangors. That's possible. There's 2 discounted mechs left. Oh, well, now he ducked the Kangors. Okay, he wins then. Tough luck. There's no equality in that deck. There's no buffs for the Silverhand Recruit in that deck. I might still kill it here. And with the minion, not with the backstab yet. But that probably gave him the Kangors.
Reporting for duty.
Here we
Need
go.
to develop this Necrune Blade here. Push face with these. The biggest problem is that I simply lose to Kangors. Now he can do some kind of Skadebot play.
Access denied. Converting stored energy.
Clearly prepping for Kangors for next turn. So in that case, do I just want to sap this Bronze Gatekeeper? I probably need to just sap it. That leaves Celiax as an out. Hate that. What can you do? Need to sap that and hit face. So Kangors is a little bit weaker.
Access denied.
So now I can get 66% to get a Blightnoser Crawler proc. I can also do backstab. I could also do like backstab SI7 agent. Now then my board will be too full. Backstab fan. 5-4. No.
Here we go.
Let's get that proc.
This guy's tough.
I'll do it like this. Let's try this. This leaves me with 2 Blightnoser Crawlers on the board. And still some tools in hand. So does he have Celiax? Is the next big question. Because Celiax is really good. What if he has Kangors? Kangors could whiff. The second True Silver. 12, and I have 5. I have 9. I have just 9 damage here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. No, this is lethal.
Here we go.
Just need to backstab my own bomb. Okay. Phew. That's a bit like what I was... This game was really a pretty good indication of what I was trying to find when I built this deck. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.